It's not the best lighting, but anyway, welcome back to another video. So good to see you. This is after the fact of painting the rails. So this is just my intro. Here are my tips on how to paint handrails on stairs, okay? Hopefully it is going to be super informative. It's super easy. It's a very tedious job, okay? It took me one day, sand to sand, to prime, and to paint. This is day 2. After letting this sit for 24 hours, this is the second day. So I'm gonna apply a second coat on this now, which I won't even worry about filming. And then you guys will see the finish, like the actual finished product, when, like really how it looks when these floors are no longer orange. So when they come in here and sand and do all of that, you will really get a good representation of what this looks like. But I did put a clip in here, kind of what it looks like, you know, at this phase right here. This is just with one coat. So hopefully this video will be helpful to you. If it is, leave me a comment down below if you have any questions, and thumbs up the video so that I know you like these types of videos and not just home decor stuff. Okay, you're gonna get to work. I love you. And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. A more, I don't know, talkative video or something like that. I wanna make sure I don't leave anything out. I feel like I'm leaving something out. I feel like I am, but I also feel like, what else can I say? Make sure you tape areas that you don't want this black paint to get, because it can get messy. We weren't super overly concerned about the floors and whatnot because we knew they were getting sanded down and redone. But if you're doing this as just a project in your home, make sure you cover up areas you don't want to get paint on and tape stuff off where you also don't want to get paint, because this enamel is really hard to come off of stuff. Like super hard. Even my hands, super hard. So you just want to make sure you cover everything up. And I think that's about it. It's a good day's project for sure. If you have any more stairs than these, good luck with that. It's gonna take some time, but very doable. So I think that's gonna bring this video to an end. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, that's a lot I need to sand down. I see some run marks. Okay, so this is editing Sharon here. I felt like the last clip wasn't informative enough, so I want to give you a quick recap on the products. And since I've already did the first coat already, and I'm about to start on the second coat, I wanted to go ahead and share with you my experience and what I've come to know in using these products. So I had the Awesome out just to wipe down the railing before I started sanding, which was really a waste of time because I sanded off anything that was on it anyway. So that's why I had that out though. The primer, I wanted to make sure I preference this. I got this primer, this oil-based primer, okay, because you only needed one coat. You just basically want to apply one nice coat to seal up that, you know, new sanded wood before you put the paint. Now, if you were staining your wood, you wouldn't use this. You wouldn't use this primer, okay? So this is only for painting. So I use this primer, one coat, okay? I have this paint, which is already pre-mixed black. And it just says gloss, I think, on it. So it doesn't tell you if it's high gloss, low gloss, or whatever. But I'm going to show you what it looks like before I apply the second coat to make sure I got good coverage or whatever. But it is also oil-based. I went with oil-based because I was told that it's just going to adhere better as opposed to like latex. And, you know, the railing being a high traffic area with people, you know, using their hands to come down, you're less likely to get peeling because of the enamel that's in it as well. So it makes it like hard. So all this needs to be like redone. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I done. After I primed it, right? After I primed it, before I applied the actual paint, I went over it with this right here, the 220 grit, just to make sure it was a smooth finish before applying the paint, okay? I used the 80 coarse grit to actually take down the stuff that was on here at first. So you saw me in the clip sanding. I was sanding down the original stuff off of, the original shine off of it with the 80, okay? And once I got completely done, I used the 220, smoothed it out, and then began the painting process, if that makes sense. So you want to sand with the coarse first before you even get started. Make sure you're taking all the extra this off, right? Now the stairs are going to be done by the people who are also going to do the floors. They're going to do the stair treads all the way up, the same color as the floor. But the railing, I wanted to be a different color, which is black. I went with black. So, okay. So this is enamel paint, okay? Oil-based for the durability because it's a high traffic area. I found that these rollers were not useful in rolling the areas that were a little bit more rollable. Waste of time. So I ended up hand brushing everything with this paint. What I have found out is because this is a thick paint, it does have enamel in it. Look at the gloss on here. You see the shine. This is just the one coat. Okay. But anyway, I found that using this product, because it is so thick and it is an enamel paint, you need to really learn from me. Okay. This part is so important. When applying the product with the brush, okay, you want to make sure you have a nice, thick, even coat. Nice, thick, even coat. And you want to go with the grain of the wood, like pull the brush toward the wood, like whichever direction it's going, okay? You want to stay in that direction, period. You just want to go with whatever that direction is. You don't want to do this per se, okay? So you just want to go with the grain, go with the grain in one direction with a nice, thick, even coat. Not even a heavy hand, because you want to kind of, as you're brushing, the point is to get it to level itself out so it'll be one smooth finish when you're done, okay? Now, this, like I said, is the first coat. You only need 2 coats of this particular paint. Coat number 1 is done. What I'm gonna do before I start applying the second coat is I'm gonna go back with this 220 sanding paper, which is the smoothing finish. And I'm just gonna feel, because this paint again was super thick. So anywhere I feel like where the paint might be uneven or even bumps on the rail, like little tiny bumps, maybe the paint bubbled, I don't know. But I'm gonna take this sandpaper. Let me show you right quick. I'm gonna take this sandpaper. And the sheets, I have the blocks too, but I found that the sheets work so much faster than even the blocks. So right here where you see the paint showing through the primer, we already did a sanding test on here. So this has been sanded. But what I mean is, let me come over here on this side. Let me find an area where I feel like it could, okay. So right here is like some, you probably can't see it, but it's like some like little bubbles. I'm just gonna take this and I just wanna lightly go over it to knock it down. Not necessarily brisk sanding. super important to get that clean finish. Okay, so nothing now. I'm just gonna fill all the way up and see. And wherever I feel an imperfection, just lightly knock it off. So you're not sanding it to go crazy, just to smooth out, yeah. Anywhere there's paint that may have ran, because this is some thick paint again, so it does tend to run. I'm gonna sand that off. I'm gonna sand that off. Anywhere I see paint drippings or runs. And it's just a light sand like so, just to get that smooth. And so I'm gonna do that all the way up, okay? I wanna make sure I get, because when I was looking up information about this, it wasn't informative enough for me. I like steps, 1, 2, 3, done, you know? So yeah, that's the products that I use. And I just use like some cheap brushes because these are gonna get thrown away. I'm not cleaning these types of brushes because they're just, this paint is so thick. It's so thick. So yeah, this is the paint. The roller was not helpful for me. Oil base. This was not needed either because you're gonna sand it off anyway. So anything that's on there, it's gonna come right off when you sand it. Sanding is important in order for, to get a good bond with the primer. It's to sand it. Now I believe this one says, yeah, this one says that you can apply it without sanding. While that may be so, I know that this is a high traffic area, okay? And I didn't want to go with the, you don't need to use it to sand. If it was a product or, an item that I was painting that did not get any traffic areas, something that say was sitting or something, I would totally use it and not sand. But because this is a high traffic area, I want to make sure that the paint stays on for a very long time. No chips, no peels. While people are going up and down the stairs or whatever, I decided to sand to make sure that I was going to get that good, adhere to situation. So yeah, hopefully that part was a little bit more, the edited part was a little bit more informative. Primer, Lowe's. The paint already mixed, Lowe's. Oil base for sure. The enamel, okay. Cheap brushes. Sandpaper, 80 grit and 220. 80 is the coarse, 220 is the smoothing finish. Paint. Sandpaper. Okay, so I think that's it for that part. I think I'm done with that part. I think that's informative enough in addition to what you probably saw or getting ready to see, I should say, in the next few clips. If you have any questions, leave that down in the comment section below and I'll try and get back to you if you have any additional questions, I guess. Again, the floors and the stair treads are going to be done by the professional people that are going to come and stain that all one color. It's going to be all, one color, but they didn't do the rails, so that's why I did them. But yeah, you can see the finish on here before I put the second coat. This is just one coat, but it definitely needs 2 coats. It's gonna look so nice when the floors are done. Oh, I can't wait. Okay.
The vibe is massive, it's supernatural. Keep it factual, you know you're maxing back. Look at the way they hold they chat. Honestly amazing, I want you on occasion. I can do you favors that I know you won't do for. Yeah, yeah. I know what you wanted, you got it gorgeous. You bad, you're a token, it's talking me nicely. Just ease it up on me, I'm fighting the feeling, I'm keeping it cordial, yeah. I want you closer, you know where you started, you know that I need it. I can see it in your eyes, the way you move is so amazing. You say what I wanna hear, tell me it's all for me. Just show me you want it, you're ready. You say you're ready for it, you're ready. What are we waiting on? I know it's on your mind. You're ready, you want it for it. You've heard some things people talk like they know the real me. Let me clear the air, I've made my mistakes, I've learned how to behave. I know I'm a stranger, but I feel acquainted. Reading the signs, we both got our damages. I don't wanna play it safely, with you it's different. You've been what I'm missing, real talk, no fiction. I get lost in how I'm feeling, yeah. I want you closer, you know where you started, you know that I need it. I can see it in your eyes, the way you move your body, baby. You say what I wanna hear, tell me it's all for me. Just show me you want it, you're ready. You say you're ready for it, you're ready. What are we waiting on? I know it's on your mind. You're ready, you want it for it. Just show me you want it, you're ready for it. What are we waiting on? You want it for it. Are you ready? Ooh, yeah.
Don't deny that I could use some company. All my friends say, honey, just let him be. Now your perfume stuck on my shirt, and there's an empty left in my bed. I don't know about you, I'd put you first. I bought some new flowers, they're all dead. First you are in, then you are out, like snow in the spring. I just want your time. I just want your time.